Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Crafty Fun with Friends, episode 90. My name is Lynn, and welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Normally, the last Saturday of every month is a mystery craft along where a designer will lead us through a project step by step. And this month is going to be a little bit different. We're still kind of doing a mystery craft along, but it's not actually going to be a craft along. Each of us on screen have chosen a past MCA to create today, and so we're still sort of let's say we're paying an homage to previous mystery craft alongs. So if you would like to craft along with us today, feel free to revisit some of your old favorite mystery craft alongs, and they are all on a single playlist if you want to check them out. And I've got, oh, look, Streamlabs to the rescue. So, Streamlabs will be putting in links to the MCAs that myself and my on screen guests have chosen to create. So, if you are curious about the ones that we're going to be making here on screen, then you can feel free to pop on over and check out those specific episodes if you'd like. So, big thank you to everybody who is watching and has said a crafty hello in the live chat. Welcome, friends. Let's have each of my guests introduce themselves. And as you're introducing yourself, let folks know where you are joining from, which MCA you chose, and how about why you chose it as well, just so that we have a sense for why you chose it. Let's start off with Yvette. Welcome, friend. Oh, and also let us know what you're working with, because I see a lot of different supplies, so I'm very curious. Hi, Yvette. Welcome.
Hello. Um, so I am gonna go back to episode 72, which I know you had the link on there. And I'm gonna kind of channel my inner Lala, and I'm gonna make two of
Oh
that
my
card
gosh.
today. Yeah. And I pulled out some fun papers from Not Too Shabby. I have the Christmas Critter Basics, Winter Friends, and Christmas Critters. And then I also have the ephemera that goes with it. But I'm going to change the one of the features of this card up just a little bit.
Can you remind us what the card was for 72, or who led it, if
So
you
it was
remember?
kind of a gatefold, but not down the middle. It was offset, and then it had a mechanism to hold the gate posts together, so that the square that you were cutting out, you folded it and glued it in such a way that it would slip. Here, let me show you. I folded one that it would slip
Oh,
and hold these two together. It was Sarah from Sassy's LLC who led that one.
yeah. I remember it
And
now.
so I'm changing one of the elements on here. Hopefully, I think it's going to work. I kind of tested it out with scraps of paper yesterday, so hopefully it works on camera.
Oh, look at you being
Oh,
all
and then
prepared.
I'm trying. I was up this morning early and said I got to cut this stuff out because I knew I wasn't feeling 100%. So I got my stuff prepared. But you can find me on all the socials at Yvette Olea Creates. I mostly do YouTube and Instagram and some Facebook as well, of course.
Fabulous. Well, welcome. Can't wait to see the two cards that you're making today. And let's have Susan introduce herself next, because I think Susan has chosen the same mystery craft
Yeah.
along. So welcome, friend. Let folks know where in the world are you joining us from, and what made you decide on this particular MCA.
Well, I'm joining from Southern Virginia, and I just really like this card. I haven't tried it yet, but I liked how it looked, how the, like when she's talking about the gatefold and you've got that little locking mechanism. I thought it'd be fun to try and decorate up that little piece a lot with a lot of ephemera. So we'll see how it turns out. And I'm using a paper from Mente, and then I've got the die cuts, the paper die cuts as well. And then I also have one of their die cut books, so I've gone ahead and cut out a bunch of pieces as well. So I'm not really sure what all I'll use, but I laid these out. And then I have some stamps set aside for this sentiment.
Oh, cool. Where do you get your Minte papers? Because they are somewhere international, right?
Yes, but I order mine from the Rubber Buggy. They
Buggy.
are within the U.S., yeah. And but I love the Mente papers.
Yeah, me too. I don't often, because if it's not like on scrapbook.com, I feel like
Right. Yeah,
I
I
don't know
think they
where to
do
get it.
have them.
Do
I would think
they?
in
They
scrapbook.
do.
I think they do now, yeah. But these came from the Rubber Buggy. But I think the new set I've seen on there, that this is the Christmas from. I think these Christmas papers are from last year, but the new Christmas ones that they came out with for this year, I'm pretty sure I saw on scrapbook.com.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm on there so much, I'm surprised I haven't seen it. Okay, good to
Yeah.
know. Good to know. Well, welcome. Can't wait to see how yours turns out as well. And then, of course, last but not least, welcome, Shanna. How are you?
Hi.
Let us know where in the world are you joining from, and which MCA did you choose and why?
Okay. I'm joining from East Central Indiana, and I chose MCA 7 after binge watching a lot of the MCAs. I was just trying to find something different, and I chose it because it seemed like it was easy enough that I could make it. And I had not made it before, and I thought it would be fun. I liked I liked the cards that you guys all made on your MCA. And it is actually a faux stepper card, is what it's called. And Dallas, I believe, led the instructional part of that,
Oh,
and it was a
right.
lot of fun. I watched it last night before I went to bed, and I scribbled down all of the scorings and stuff. And then this morning I got up and I picked out what kind of paper I wanted to use. I'm going to use this Spellbinders Woodland Tells 12 by 12 printed paper. I had scraps from a card that I did, and I just happened to think of those scraps, and they were pretty close to the size of what I needed for my card, so I decided to go with it. And along with this, I've got all of the sentiment
Oh my gosh.
ephemera pieces that go with this set. And I've laid them all out so I can see them. And I've also got all of
Whoa.
the just the regular ephemera. So that way I can see what I'm using. I do have my pieces cut, but that's about it. But I think it'll be
Awesome.
a lot of fun. And I am going to make two as well,
Oh my
because the
gosh.
way you cut your cardstock, it just seemed like it made sense to go ahead and make two of them. So
Wow, you guys are overachievers. And you're going, that's like old school Wayback Machine
yeah,
MCA.
yeah,
That's so awesome. Yeah, because that was a long time ago. That was when like I was numbering MCAs and
yeah,
Crafty Fun episodes like independently. And then I was like, I can't keep track of both numbering systems.
yeah.
So how fun. Well, I can't wait to everybody can start crafting, by the way. So I am going to cheat. I was telling I was telling everybody as we were waiting to get the stream started that it would be really nice if, you know, on one of these Crafty Fun episodes, I didn't have to say that I'm cheating, but I am, of course, cheating. I am doing my own MCA from World Card Making Day, but I'm actually not. I'm using the dies that will make the same or a similar card. So during World Card Making Day, I made a adapted A2 version of the hidden message card, but there are dies for it by Sam Calcott. She has a set that will do 5x7, and then she has another die set that is 6x6. So I'm gonna do the 5x7 one, and I did do I did do some stuff in advance. So I was actually uh doing this morning during my master class, and I did not quite get everything prepared, but I'm almost there. So, Shanna, you said that you've never made that before. Have you made steppers in general? Just
Nope,
not
not at all. I've not made this. I don't believe so,
oh.
at all. So yeah, this will be fun.
Yeah, because the faux stepper is a lot easier than like a
Yeah.
real stepper.
Well, and that's kind of why I chose it. I was watching one that T made with steps, and you had acetate where your stuff stuck up. I thought about doing that, but I thought that was a little bit involved, and I was thinking, I need to find something maybe a little bit easier that I know I can do.
Yeah, I remember that one from T too, because that involved cutting slits in particular spaces.
Yeah.
But there's a side stepper that's like a lot simpler. But it too involves a lot of steps. A lot of steps. Thanks, Jana. Jana says masterclass was fantastic. Yes, so usually we reserve promotional stuff to the end, but I do want to just say it's been a fabulous week. We've had the Easy Holiday Crafting Masterclass series all week. That's a part of that. And tomorrow is our last class, and that one will be recorded live. Tomorrow's also the last day to get discounts on things. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, pop on over to my website and check out the Masterclass series. Because Gaz's class tomorrow is free, and so you can still register and join us for free. After Sunday, after tomorrow, prices on everything go up. And we're going to start focusing on the next masterclass. So I know Yvette has been on screen during a live MCA. Shanna, Susan, have you guys been? Susan hasn't.
No, this is my first.
I think I have. I think I have done one.
Do you remember which one you did?
I can't think, because I've done a lot of other ones with you, but I feel like I've only done one.
Like on screen.
Yeah, on screen MCA. So I can't think. That's terrible, isn't it?
No
memory.
No, that's par for the course for me. So nothing strange about that.
Yeah. Well, and I do make a video every single day, so I have no idea what I've
Girl,
done.
I do not know how you can.
Yeah,
You
honestly,
do one every day?
Yes.
Wow.
I do. I did miss one day when I came back from vacation, and I actually had something ready to roll, and our internet was down and couldn't load it. So, but anyway, but I try to do every day. So,
wow.
So these are going to be really simple. I might have to make more.
You're like, I'm almost done.
I know. Like,
well,
wait a minute.
I mean, that's kind of let me put you on the big screen so you can kind of show everybody how a faux stepper works. You don't have to like teach it or anything, but just kind of, yeah, there you go.
So and because you're cutting your paper, it just made sense that I would just make two of them, because I'm like, I'm cutting my, my cardstock, and so I might as well just make two of them. So you just have, like 3 scores here, and you do a mountain, valley, mountain. And so these are my bases, and then you've got this piece that's going to go on here like this.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, this paper is gorgeous, and it was scrap that I made a video on, and I had these scrap pieces, and I thought this size will be perfect. And I just thought the blue with it, I just thought it was real elegant looking. And then I'm going to use this foiled gold on this other one.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Anyway, yeah. So you can, I did a video where, because we normally don't buy 12 by 12 paper to make cards, especially with scenes on them. But you can cut them down and work them out to where you can get them to fit what you want to fit. So anyway.
Yeah, that's a nice, kind of a nice slice of that scene.
Yeah.
And against that dark blue is really lovely.
Yeah, I thought that was really pretty. And I'm using, it's all Spellbinders cardstock. I've got Dune, and I don't know what color that is. I'd have to look. I ordered a bunch of new essential cardstock, and I can't remember all the colors I got. So anyway, so basically you just put this down on there, and this is going to be
Pretty.
And the way that the MCA was, they said you could put it in the middle or you could put it on either side, however you wanted to do it. So that's how the MCA was presented. And some of you put them off to the side, and I thought it was real pretty like that. So anyway, I think this one's not straight. I'm gonna have to turn that up.
Welcome, Silent Stamping. She says hello from my craft room in Folsom, Louisiana. Hi, Adelaide. Welcome. Brenda says, I'm making my husband's Halloween. Oh, you give your husband a Halloween card? I don't think I've ever given my husband a Halloween card. Is that something I'm supposed to be doing?
I don't think I have either.
Okay, thank you. I was like,
we've been married 30 years, and I don't think he's gotten one either.
Yeah, I haven't done that either. However, I did send a bunch out to the grandkids and my sister's grandkids, and they've enjoyed them. So
I bet they did.
Yeah.
I used to do cards like all the time, a lot for my nieces and nephews. I kind of feel bad for my younger nieces and nephews because I make so many cards, but I'm so bad at sending them, and I've just gotten worse over the years.
I have got so many, and my mom just came over to shop. She needed a card and she wanted to shop, and she's like, we've got to get these organized into categories and get these out of here, because man, I got so many of them. Oh my gosh.
Do you donate or sell?
I have sold some. I have not donated yet. I have plans in mind to do it. I just need to get it done. But the family comes and selects all the time when they're needing a card. So anywho, but I have a bunch. But I do send a good bit out. I do mail out quite a bit.
Oh, well,
So
that's as it should be. I'm just not very good at that.
oh my gosh, I did this card the other day. It was the those bestie beads from Spellbinders. I did 3 of those cards, and I did one of them that had a little bit of dimension on it, and then I sent one of those actual bracelets in it. And I had it in the envelope, and I was going to go to the post office. My husband said, I'm going to the post office. And I said, well, take this. He came back and he goes, you owe me $5. That's $5 to send that thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was actually $4.92. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
He said it was too thick to fit through the thing.
Exactly. Yeah, anything that gets classed as a package, minimum is like $4, I think.
Yeah.
I send 3 packages every day, and they're like around 4 something.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
it used to be a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah.
I didn't think just a card. I mean, just a little thin bead bracelet inside of it, but
yeah, but it was probably over 1/4 of an inch, which is the cutoff.
It had some pretty good dimension on it.
Yeah, with the real thing, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It actually worked out. I was on vacation and she saw my bracelet, really liked it, and I thought, well, I'll order her one. And then Spellbinders had sent me that bracelet stuff, and I thought, oh, perfect. I'll make the card to match and send her the bracelet.
Oh, cute.
So it worked out.
Man, Susan, those scissors are massive.
They are, but they get the job done.
You can do damage with that.
Well,
Are those fabric scissors though?
They're my husband got him some in the shop, and so I think they're called, was it Ginger? I don't know, but they probably are, but I use them for paper and they do really good.
I have 2 of those, and those are my fabric scissors.
Right, yeah. Which
I have the same brand for fabric.
They look like the murder weapon in a Halloween.
Right, I know.
I like them, though.
They're separate where nobody can find them, because I don't want them cutting paper.
Exactly, because they'll get dull on paper.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I have different ones for fabric that I keep in a case, and my fabric
In a
ones look a
case.
lot like this. But yeah, I keep them so nobody uses them, and they're different colors, so that way I can keep it separate. But
Yeah.
yeah, I keep
I know
them in
because they remind me of my mom's sewing
yeah.
fabric scissors that was
Mhm.
like, don't let anybody know about these. They're not for
Yeah, because
general
if you
purpose.
no.
Definitely not.
Oh, it looks like Linda sent some to her grandkids, some Halloween cards. And Jana says nursing homes are a great place. And I have thought about that because we do have a nursing
Yeah.
home that's close by. I have sent several to the VA with my daughter for veterans. She has patients, and I have sent some to them. But anyway, I definitely need to do something.
Wait, Yvette, you said you have fabric scissors, but you don't sew.
I don't sew, but I have them in case I need to hem pants or something. Because I have 2 tall children and 2 what I like to call gidgets. My oldest and my middle girls are. I think one is 5'2", and the other one's 5'2.5", maybe 5'3" on a good day.
Awesome.
5'3" on a good
So,
day.
so yeah, when I have to, if they buy pants and their auntie or grandma are not available, because I am the absolute last resort for sewing,
You're,
then they'll come in. But I
you're
do
like
have
in
to have
case of emergency
in
kind of.
case of emergency.
Oh, you're using Sarah Liz's dyes too.
Yeah. So instead of the square here that's on MCA that got turned like kind of like a diamond, I thought, well, let me see if this will work, and it does.
That's a good idea.
It does. So, I'll use those.
There are my markers.
Oops. Yeah, everybody seems to put their fabric scissors in like a special place.
Yeah, they get put
Yeah.
way away.
Oh, Megan says I've contacted nursing homes around me, but nobody gets back to me. Oh, I
Oh.
wonder why that is.
They're very busy.
You could
The
probably
nursing
just
home,
show up with them and give them to them.
that's exactly what I started doing, because I would email the director of the nursing home, and I start emailing them in late October, early November, just asking for numbers, in case the facility's grown or there's less residents. And the first couple of years, it would take them a few weeks to get back to me. So the last 2 years or 3 years, I just show up on the 1st of December and take a big box of cards and say, "Here's my annual donation. Thank you. Bye."
But like, what if they don't?
What's funny is they do use them, because then I'll get an email after the fact saying how much the residents enjoyed
Okay.
cards. So
yeah, I was trying to find a way to politely ask that.
yeah.
Thanks. Like, what if they just dump them or something? That would be like so sad.
That'd be horrible.
Well, because I don't know if sometimes, I know with hospitals, right, you're not supposed to, like, you can't do the glitter and whatnot. So I don't know if it's the same with nursing homes. Like, there are just certain things that they just won't take or use.
The nursing home I donate to hasn't said anything about that, but I stick to no glitter or just because there's this is the place where my dad was that had dementia. So dementia patients sometimes do different things or do childlike things like putting things in their mouth. So I try and adhere to that list.
Well, that's good to know. So, so Megan, maybe just show up with your cards. Be like, here you go. You're welcome.
What I've done the last couple of years.
I mean, I feel feel like they would probably use it, right? Even if
They do.
they didn't know it was coming. Hi Ruth. Hi Chow. 2020 changed a lot for donation communities.
It did.
Like meaning a lot less or a lot more? I guess less, because there was like a fear of,
Uh-huh.
yeah. My gosh, everybody's just breezing on by. Yvette, are you already done with both?
No. I'm still working on the first one. I just wanted
They
to
do
make sure
come
to
together
fix-
really quickly, though.
Yeah, they do. I decided to drag my glimmer machine out and do some glimmering because I've got a matching butter press plate that I think will go with this set. So I'm
Dang,
just
you,
kind
you even have time to glimmer? Goodness. I haven't. I'm not even onto the inside of my card yet. People, I'm like working on my belly band. It's not even my card. Oh goodness, I gotta kick it into high gear, man.
This is
Well,
why
I don't know who in the chat is crafting along today. But if you are, let us, or even if you aren't, do folks have like a favorite MCA? Whether you're crafting or not, just kind of curious. Man, okay, I might have to wait on. I want to put a sentiment on here, but you know, I should have really sorted my ephemera beforehand because this is the part that takes forever. Like, as soon as I saw how Shanna had hers all laid out, I was immediately jealous. I was like, oh, I should have
I was
done that.
I was thinking I just wanted to be able to see them so that I knew what to grab. I hate covering up this butterfly, but either way, it's going to cover it up. So I'm going to go right in the middle with it.
Well, once it's opened, you know, you can kind of peek behind it a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'll just do the middle. I did the side on the other one, so. I did go and vote today, and it took us 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
We were in line. Yeah.
tell me that I still have to kick mine.
I was like, I got to be back to the house in time to for this live. Pat's like, we'll be back by then. But I had my doubts, man. It was a long line. Of course, we got to visit with everybody we know, so everybody was standing in line together. But
Do you feel like it's longer? It took longer than
yes,
years past.
high turnout, very high turnout.
Well, that's a good sign.
Yeah, yep, yeah, it was much longer. So I had my little I voted thing. I put it on a little die cut and laid it here. So anyway, yeah, it was a big turnout.
Let's see. Lori's working on craft roulette. Blossom's working on swaps. Ooh, fun. Oh, Cece has a favorite and she's crafting along. But which one's your favorite? And let's see. Oh, question from Card Craze Froggy. Where can I get directions on how to make this card? Well, we're all doing slightly different. Well, some of us we're doing different things, although two of us are doing the same one. So you'll find in the chat eventually look for a post from Streamlabs that looks a little bit something like this. So the one for Yvette and Susan, that's the I forget what Sarah Liz called it, but it's basically a gatefold with a locking mechanism, and there's the link to it. All of the MCAs are on a single playlist, And then eventually, I haven't seen it pop through just yet, but there will be a link to the one that Shanna is crafting and the one that I'm crafting. It just might take a little bit of time to pop up. Anna says the hidden message one was fun, and oh, the tree, yeah, T did the never ending tree. That was a cool one too.
I thought about trying that one, but then I was afraid I wouldn't get it right.
It's
That was really cool.
Ooh, nice glimmering.
Yeah, it glimmered beautifully. I think I want to see what it looks like on the blue too, because I think that'll look gorgeous on the blue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, gold on blue. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Looking at the scraps that I have here. I don't know if I can make that. I think I can. All right.
Oh, cool. Card craze. Good luck on selling your Christmas cards. That's awesome. Trying to figure out what to do for Christmas cards for my stamping group. Oh, fun. Jennifer's die cut. Everybody's working on Christmas cards. It's so awesome. How are you all on your Christmas cards so far?
Oh gosh, I'm way ahead. I've been going at it, so I've got a bunch.
I've just gotten started. I'm working on the Kendra's Card Challenge 16, and so I'm making a set of Christmas cards using that.
Oh, that's great.
But I haven't. I think I'm on like card number 3 or 4. I work on it a little bit, and then I do something else. I get distracted, and then I come back to it.
Squirrel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Me too.
I love Christmas crafting, though. That's my favorite.
Too. I do too.
Wait, how many cards do you all make usually for Christmas? Or send? No, make. We'll say make.
I don't know. Mine varies. Like I need to make some for my husband's work, so I'll need at least 15 for those. And then I have a pretty good sized family, so I try to make them for everybody. Some years it doesn't work out.
I think I make about 80.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I don't get anywhere close to that. I don't think.
I've got a whole box.
I'm going to use this.
Aaron says, haven't even started holiday cards yet.
This is a royal. Oh, I don't know if I can show it. I've got a box here that is just full. These are all this year's Christmas cards.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. So, and I mean, there's just tons of them. I wonder how many I have.
Now, do you end up with a lot because you're on a lot of design teams and...
Yes. And I make a video every day.
And you make a video every day. I'll definitely do it.
But I do, everybody at church gets one. And then I have a large list of family and friends that get them. And so, yeah, I send them all out. And I'm going to host a Christmas card making party with some family and friends because they want to do it. So we're going to do that too. But usually I won't make any when I'm hosting it because I'm helping.
Right. But that's fun.
These are about half of mine.
That's half?
About.
Oh, but you donate.
Yeah, so I make about 500 every
That's
year.
awesome.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
So.
That's
so
pretty,
fun.
That's pretty amazing.
I'll have to get them packed up. I keep telling myself, okay, this week I'll pack them up and take them over early. I just haven't gotten to it.
Yeah, exactly. Jenna says, Yvette, holy moly. That's right. I'm. Oh wow, Cece makes about 60 and she's done. I think that's about how many I make
that's gorgeous
to send out. I think. Oh, that is pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That worked out really well. Yeah, on the navy blue is really nice.
Yeah. There's my bird. Awesome. Love it. I'll have to die cut or fussy cut these out. I don't have dies for them, so.
Ugh.
Your favorite, huh?
Yeah. Not.
So pretty. I almost could probably lay that on there, trim it up, and lay it on there, and not fussy cut it. But
Ham says, I
lovely.
sent 150 cards last year. I've made 0 so far this year, so people might get texts.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's the thought that counts.
Brenda says, I think I have 40 Christmas cards done. Need about 20 more plus 15 for my mom. Okay, yeah, see that's I think 60 is very doable. It feels
Definitely doable.
like 500 is kind of insane.
Yeah, that's a lot. I did Christmas in July, and that helps. If you start early.
It's still like a lot.
Yeah. 500 is a lot.
But I do them all year. Like
Yeah.
I'm already working on next year's cards now.
Oh my gosh, girl.
Oh, you're way ahead.
Well, I think it helps that Yvette does KCC and she does sheet load. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly what-
those do help.
especially sheet load because you can. I mean, that's designed to make a lot of cards in a jiffy. So
I'm not sure what I want to add to this one.
oh, here's a good question. What's everybody's favorite white pigment ink?
I think I only have one.
I only have one. I haven't used mine much, but this is the one I have. I'm trying to see which one it is.
I don't
Yeah.
think I even have a white pigment. I use a clear, and I don't think I do. Believe it or
That's the
not.
only one I have.
Wow, man.
Which one do you have? Okay.
Now I don't want to say how many I have. Oh. Yeah.
You have a few.
I have more than a few.
So which is your favorite?
I'm trying to get them. Okay, so the one I have at hand is that, but it's actually not my favorite. It's my favorite. Okay, so Hero Arts, the unicorn ink is pretty good. I do have the Memento Lux also. Delicata White Shimmer. Those aren't my favorite. I'm still looking. Oh, it's a Stazon ink, which I guess I don't know if you really qualify that as a pigment ink because it's solvent. I seriously don't know where it is. I mean, if I had to just reach for like my second favorite, it would be this. But Versa Magic is really good. I really can't find it.
Walked away.
Okay, here we go. Aha. All right, so there's actually 2 stays on. That one, but this one's my favorite. There's no earthly reason why somebody needs this many, so. But I'll tell you. Well, I do manage the Imagine Crafts design team, so I get a lot of products from Sukaneko. But I also bought a lot because I did a test with the Better Press with all of these inks, and a lot of these I bought so that I could see how well they worked better pressed onto black. And if you're looking for like really white opaque, Stays On Opaque is the best for that. It stays nice and bright white. Delicata and Memento have a bit of a shimmer to them. So if you're looking, I mean, it's pretty slight though, so I wouldn't say that there's like something really dazzling about them, but they're meant to have a little bit of that that effect. The Stays On Pigment, this is pretty good, and Versa Magic is probably like this is a more chalky ink, so it's pretty good too. I mean, if I am looking, I actually use the 2 Stays On the most. This one's just near at hand because this used to be my favorite, but once I started comparing, it's actually not as white as the others. So really the only thing that I use it for now is if I'm gonna white heat emboss, a lot of times what I'll do is stamp with a white pigment so I can tell whether it's like stamped evenly, because sometimes with the clear on black for me is a little bit hard to see. And also it has a nice like underlayer of white. So I feel like sometimes, I mean, I've never done a side by side, but I feel like by doing that, I get a more white on black embossing. But really it's just to tell whether I've actually stamped it nice and evenly before I try to emboss. So, but if I'm just using it and I'm not embossing, then these are my favorites. I'm actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6. That's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, you've got plenty.
Mhm.
I was going to say that's not nearly enough.
Well, the thing is that I mean, I had a lot of inks and I wanted to try them all through the Better Press just to see how it compares. And then, you know, once you start discovering them, there's like more to find.
Right.
And then, then before you know it, you have 6. I was just trying to be complete and thorough in my research.
Well, we appreciate that.
Do appreciate that.
I just learned a trick. I need to definitely put this little locker piece on before I add my decoration because I had it on totally wrong.
Oh.
Because I was just doing it on the diagonal, then I realized that when I slide it on, it was turned. So I'll have to keep that in mind when I make more.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I like it. I like how it's.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I think
Did you
I
fussy
almost
cut
needed
all of
to.
that?
No, I did not. That came in the pack, but I know all these were fussy cut. One this might have came in the pack, but most of those were fussy cut. I mean, but I think I may need to cut just a little off of the edge there. I think it may be too tight. I don't know.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes with
Yeah. That's my
Especially-
first one though, so it turned out better than I thought.
Pretty.
Yeah. That was pretty simple though. I think you can make a bunch of these. I think this one's like Shayna's as well, where I think that I just cut down the middle of a piece of paper. So I need to find the other piece. You can make two then out of one piece of paper.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take that much to decorate it either. So you definitely could use your scraps, like your
Yeah.
paper pads.
Well, I like how you split up the scene on yours too.
Yeah, I cut the paper like that so that it
Yeah.
would be the scene. But now I'm still struggling with how you put this on every time.
I'm gonna ignore Sarah's comment and Blossom. There was a promise not to discuss certain things, and it just keeps coming up. So I'm just gonna let that slide.
Look the other way.
Okay, so if folks saw the one I'm doing just popped up. No, I'm not actually following what I did during MCA because I thought the dyes would be faster. I actually don't think the dyes are faster than just doing the just hand cutting. We were talking about this a little bit before stream. I just feel like I mean, this has a die set to make it, but it's not that hard to cut manually, and I feel like it's faster to cut some of these pieces manually than it was to dies. I'm not the I took silence as agreement, Pam, when I said we're all gonna agree not to discuss this again, right? And I didn't hear anybody contradict me, so I took that as agreement. And technically, I actually didn't break that. I just asked a question in the group. Do you have to use Stays On Cleaner? Yes, you do. And the Stays On Opaque is also it's one that when you buy it, the ink pad is actually not ink, and you get a bottle of ink with it, and then you ink as you need so that it doesn't dry out on you. It'll last longer that way. So it's a very different formulation. Stays On versus Stays On Opaque. The Stays On Opaque, it's super thick, and so I think that's why it will dry out on you a lot faster, which is why they don't sell the ink pad pre-inked for you. So just something to keep in mind. It you work with it a little bit differently. But if you're looking for like super white, I mean, there are times when I've stamped with that and I haven't felt like I needed to actually like white heat emboss, and it looks nice and white. So
I need to get me some of that.
I like the and I would definitely only ink up the ink pad with whatever you need for that particular session. Don't ink up the whole, like I don't even have the whole ink pad saturated with ink.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like if you have a large stamp, then you probably want to, because otherwise, if you have dry spots, it's gonna take ink off of your stamp as you're trying to ink up the rest. So I just ink up enough area that actually I will need, and then and only enough really for like however many impressions I need.
Okay, I see.
Hey, Sire, welcome. Question: as my glue that came with my press is almost out, what is a favorite liquid adhesive? Thoughts? Favorite liquid adhesive?
I use Barely Art.
I switch between Barely Art and Art Glitter Glue. And then I also like just the Tombow glue.
I also started using this PVA.
Yes.
So it took a little bit of a learning curve, because this one's thinner than the Barely Art. But I think I have it handy now. So I just put this one in a smaller bottle, and I go from there.
Yep. And it's
But I do have it in this kind of bottle. I think if I put it in the food press, then and it'll just.
You think so?
I don't know, because the Barely Art is kind of thin. I know Art Glitter Glue is even a little bit thicker than Barely Art. The Barely Art seems to work for me right now. I don't know. I have another bottle. Maybe I'll give it to
My Barely Art will leak out of that. In fact, I've laid mine aside just out of frustration.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you using the super fine tip though?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And if I could find it, I would show you. What I do with it? I put it on a timeout, so I did. Hang on.
Oh,
Time out.
your glue press is on a timeout.
It is. So can you see this? See the glue? And I clean it out, and then
that's a lot of glue.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna.
And I am using the fine press.
I was gonna suggest something, but I don't think it'll solve what you're seeing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna try and dig it out of there. I need something serious. Hopefully I won't wound myself, but
yeah, no,
but yeah.
Don't use anything sharp.
Don't use sharp. No using sharp objects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had that, but I do. Not always, but I try and remember.
Yeah, you put the cap back on.
Yeah. When I'm not using it, I try and remember to cap back on.
Well, and mine, and the reason why I put it on a timeout was I can be in a card making session, use it, set it aside, pick it back up, and it's clogged again.
Really?
So.
Well, I feel like maybe you got a bad one. Then.
Well, I was an early adopter, so I've had it for quite a while. So I don't know if they've,
Or, have you tried different glues?
I usually just use the Barely Art. I did the what is that? Nuvo that came with it. I did that when it came with it, and then I immediately switched to my Barely Art because I always use Barely Art. But I think T had a similar problem with hers when she first got it. But yeah. So I've got a pretty good amount of glue now.
See, it's you early adopters.
Yeah. The other thing is that I've noticed, and I've said on my channel before, is I think the temperature, humidity, all of that has something to do with it sticking or not sticking, because I was kind of ranting about it, and then all of a sudden the weather changed and it was working beautifully. And then, and I had a real good run with it. And then here recently, the weather's changed
I had a real
and I'm
good run.
struggling with it again. So I put it aside and went with a little bottle. So, anywho.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, well, one of two things. Either just, being early adopter of the press is kind of not paying off for you,
Yeah.
or I remember Lala said that she bought like a brand new bottle of Barely Art Glue and it was super duper runny.
Oh, well, maybe that's it.
Yeah, so I don't know because between the two, I feel like it's going to be one of those
Yeah.
reasons.
Yeah, that definitely could be it. It could be the glue.
Yeah, that might be it. If it's super runny, that's why I don't want to stay in it. That's runnier than.
I mean, I get it in the big bottle.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, but I think Lala did too. I mean, that's why I kind of feel like it's.
But I think it's kind of the batch you get because I had one batch that was runnier than another
Could
one.
Could be. There we go. Look at that wad I got out of there.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's a big glue booger.
Yeah, it is. It is. Anyway, so it's been on a timeout. I'm giving it a little rest.
Because I was gonna say, with regards to it vlogging, I was finding, so I never put the top back on ever.
Yeah.
And I need to do a follow-up to my first look video at this, but so I only ever put it in the thing, and I found that it'll just have a little, like just this little bit, hardly anything, and that's easy to pick off. It's not like a huge it's not a huge thing that you've got going on.
Yeah.
But what I found was that it was, in spite of all of that, it was clogging on me, like in the actual tube. And what I realized, which I'm not sure why I didn't think of it sooner, but it was just that the bottle wasn't empty of glue, but it was towards the end.
Yeah.
And if it's full, then pulling the trigger to release the glue is a lot easier. So I was like, why is it? This is not super duper empty. And what I was trying to do was like empty it so that I could try a different glue in it. So I was trying to like get it down to the end, and it was very hard. And then it was leaking more and it was clogging more as a result. And then I was like, well, I don't know why it's doing this because it didn't do it when I started using this thing. Right. And as soon as I just put more glue in there, it didn't leak as much. It hardly clogs ever. So I don't know if that helps with your clogging issue.
I don't know. I bought multiple bottles and I got extras and everything. But I don't know. So I'll bring it out. We'll make friends again, I'm sure.
Now that you've dislodged the
Yes. Somebody suggested, and I can't remember who, I'm sure they're in the chat, that if I would just put like a piece of paper in there, that it might stop it from blocking. But I thought that's what that little rubber thing was for there. So I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know that paper. I mean, Pam, I think is right in the sense that if it's level, it helps it to actually. The key is it just needs to make contact with that silicone thing.
Yeah.
So if you need to like put paper, I would put it in between, like in that slot there. because
Oh,
it needs
yeah.
to make contact with the silicone so that it doesn't glue itself
To kind of push it up.
yeah,
put
to
it in.
push that silicone
Wonder
up.
if that's what that's. It's got a little slit in there. I wonder.
Right. Yeah, that's why I was saying like put some foam in there or something so it like gives it some lift and
Raises
then
it a little bit.
yeah. I mean, you really shouldn't have to for as expensive of a
Yeah.
thing as it is, right?
Yeah.
It ain't cheap. Well,
No.
for something that well some of us use all the time, I guess it's not because I think Yvette's cost analysis was right on. Like we use it all the time. then
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not. Wait, Susan, do you have one?
No, I don't. I just use the regular glue, little bottles.
She's like,
I
I
thought
don't
it
know
looked-
what all the fuss is about. I just
Yeah.
use a blue bottle.
I just use these cheap little bottles, and when it gets clogged, I just start over with another one. So yeah. I use this a lot, but it is so hateful to. I've had this thing for years and years, and I still don't know how to load it when I go to load it. You know, I'll finally get it, but it takes me forever. So I don't know. I'm better off with this.
You know what's happening, I think, is there's glue on this edge here, and so it's not allowing it to go all the way down in there and
Yeah.
rest. And I think that's why it's. I
Yep.
think, yeah, that's why it's happening.
Yeah. Yep.
So, what, like that glue? What will clean that glue up? Do you have? Is it water based or is it?
I don't
All of
know. I
what
scrape
you're
it out of
using
there.
is water based, so yeah.
So you may could just wash it somehow and
Put it in the dishwasher and
Maybe just soak it so that
Yeah.
it
just like it in dishwater.
yeah, warm water.
that's what I ought to do. Great advice. I'll have to try it. Okay. I'm gonna quit messing with that and we'll try that later.
Aw, Pam says, Susan, you sound like home. Well, your accent is stronger than Maryland, but my ears love it. Yeah, Susan's Virginia.
Yeah. I
I'm
have a
from
bit of an
Virginia,
accent.
but I feel like I don't have the accent. I do. I think I do sometimes. People are like, "Wow, your Virginia just came out, Lynn."
Yeah. But you were from Northern Virginia, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because a lady called here one time from FedEx and she was like, I'm in Virginia, but where are you from? Because you sound totally different. She said, you have such a different accent. And I'm like, I am in Virginia. I'm in Southern Virginia. But
Where are you from?
she was like, because she thought, well, she was talking about a package and she's like, I thought it was calling Virginia. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still in Virginia. Maybe my accent's a little bit stronger than some. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, we live close to the Blue Ridge Mountains, and so I think it is a different accent where we're at. A little bit different.
Ooh, wow, Cece, you're so fast. Cece finished her MCA card already.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember this one from Meg. This was a pretty one.
Oh, that's fun.
Fabulous. Beautiful, beautiful papers too. I love it. Oh my gosh.
I decided to try one with the papers that I was using for that I got laid out for my the Kendra card challenge that I was working on. So I thought I would try these and see how it looked.
What? Blossom, you have
Four glue presses?
yeah, wait, ATG or glue presses? Because 4 glue presses is a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd be
Judy
curious-
said
There's a woman who has 6 white pigment hoops.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I wonder if she uses different inks in
Okay.
different glues in each one, or
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
she just got.
And then we should have to
Also,
I'm
change
curious
them out.
about that.
Yvette, in my defense, they are all different. So
You are correct. You are correct.
So
Are all-
take that.
I will agree with you on that.
But Judy says that she had trouble with her glue gun too, and she did put paper in that slot, and she said it helped.
Okay, I think she might have been who mentioned it to me. I did stick some in there, but I think maybe that in addition to cleaning it so that it will go down in that hole,
So
I
it
think
sits.
I think that might be the solution. So I'm glad we talked about it. So I
Yeah,
can,
well,
You may have to soak it like once in a while.
yeah.
but girl, you get a lot of glue on that top part. No
I know.
judgment, but it's just saying.
Yeah, I know. That's a mess. I'm a messy crafter. What can I say?
I thought I was messy because I don't like. I'm trying to like be very casual about like putting it back in and not being super precise about anything, just to see like how finicky is it. If it's finicky, it's not really.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not really worth it if you have to be super precious about how you operate it. It's just glue after all.
So how do you refill it? Is it got like a little bottle or?
Yeah, it's the same bottle as a Nuvo glue bottle, Susan.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can unscrew the top here, and then just refill from.
Oh, okay.
It's a little hole. I mean, I have to kind of hold it up to where I get a small stream and get it in there because it is a little hole.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever buy what Susan and Yvette were using, like the little things, often these they're like super cheap on Amazon, but a lot of times they'll have a funnel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't have a funnel. That would be nice.
I don't have a funnel anymore either.
I guess in addition to being a messy crafter, I'm a cheap crafter, I guess.
I am too. I say that, then my room's full of stuff, so maybe I'm not.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So Blossom says yes, she does have that many for her glue presses. One for her office, one for her art glitter, one for her PVA, one with Elmer's for the grandkids. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Girl. But that is, yeah, if you like using it and you do use a lot of different glues, it does kind of make sense.
It does.
So now I'm really gonna stir the pot. What's your favorite thick white cardstock?
I use Hammermill. 110 pound is what I use.
I mainly use, I can't think of the name of it. It's real inexpensive, like you get it from the paper section at Walmart.
Oh, Accent Opaque?
I don't know.
I think they sell it now too.
I don't know what it's called. I'll have to go look at the.
I buy a case of it.
Wow.
I mean, so I have two thick white cardstocks I use. So I use a Hammermill for stamping and coloring, and if I'm going to print any digital images or digital papers. And then I use just the Recollections 110 pound for my card bases.
Oh yeah, I've heard Recollections has 100. Is it 110 or 100?
I think it's 100.
Theirs feels thinner. I've got some recollections here as well.
Well, there's different weights.
Okay.
Well, the American way of doing weights is not the same.
It's 110.
It is. Yeah, because 110 cover is in Recollections is not the same thickness as 110 cover in brand XYZ because of how they define it.
It's definitely thinner than other 110 pound cardstocks, but it does a trick for my card bases.
Right, yeah. Let's see what the chat says. There's some Nina's. Nina is so expensive.
Yeah.
That blue paper is indigo, in case you're wondering.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to be wrong. I should
Yeah,
have said
yeah, it's indigo. That's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. Hi Lamont. Oh yeah, that's a good call. Happy Halloween. This is gonna be the time to wish you all a happy Halloween since I won't be streaming before Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. So I'm with oh no, my answer is slightly different than Yvette. But I'm with Yvette and Shanna on the Hammermill 100 for when you need something that has like a nice finish, and if that's like going to be the top layer basically. And I'm with Shanna. I get it by the case when it's inexpensive and available, because I'll go through
Yeah,
it.
sure do.
Well, because if you wait on Amazon, the price goes up and down from like ridiculous to like only slightly reasonable. It just feels like it's just all over the place. Oops, I missed one. But I use Accent Opaque, and for like thick card bases when I need 120. But Accent Opaque actually now has a super smooth, which I don't think they always had before. It's not as smooth as the Hammermill like digital copy cardstock, but it's not bad.
So here's a question for the chat. How many of you have been enabled by our lovely friend Lynn?
What? Why? Why are we?
What? No.
Why are we asking this?
Did you see what I got? Did you see what I got?
What?
Hold on, let me get the ball.
Trying to find your screen for a second. Okay, there you are. Hey!
Oh boy.
Yes. Wait, which one is that? Is that the multi cinch?
No,
the big cinch?
it's a big one. You're
You're not gonna regret it. Okay.
No, I
if
won't.
you're gonna,
I won't regret it.
Yeah, if you're gonna answer Yvette's question, also answer how many of you have regretted being enabled by me.
Oh no, never regret that. Never.
I did think about getting that at one point when she was showing that, but I didn't.
I did. I haven't used it yet. I ordered the wire. What are they called? Then remind me.
The
binding.
the double loop wire.
Yeah. So I ordered those. I just got them off Amazon, and they came in yesterday, but I have not had a chance.
Yay! Well, I mean the cinch full size and the mini cinch. I mean they're like dirt cheap now that they've released the multi cinch, because the multi cinch kind of does it all. Which makes those like single purpose ones a little bit obsolete. So so now like you can get a really good deal on them. Oh no, did I just do this upside down? Oh, what just happened? That's right side up. Oh, this one's upside down. Some of these are upside down. I love my cinch. Oh wait, Yvette, are you gonna get the cinch stack cutter when it comes out from We Are Makers? You're muted if you're talking.
I saw the stack cutter, but
I haven't even seen that. Like to cut big stacks of paper?
Yeah, I think you have something that's pretty heavy duty already.
I do.
I think it's gonna be pretty similar to what you already have then.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 paper cutters.
Yeah, see,
Oh, wow.
don't judge me.
I say, wow, but I don't even know how many I have.
I think that's more than me, right? I think.
How many do I have? 1.
I'm gonna stop counting mine.
I have 4.
Oh, girl, that's nothing.
Yeah, I've lost count too. I'm not sure. I've
No.
got 5, or I think maybe I got 5. I've got some in the cabinet. We won't count those.
I know there's some that are kind of old for me, and I don't count them either.
Yeah, those are put away.
Oh, Cindy,
I guess I'm cheap. Still.
Well, I think there's something to be said for like just being rational about how many you actually need.
Yeah.
Well, and from a space standpoint as well, you know.
Oh yeah, they take up a lot of room too.
Yeah.
They really do.
This is so cute, Cindy.
Oh,
Aww.
goodness.
Oh, that's adorable. I've been thinking about getting that die.
It's adorable. I love
It
it.
is.
That's the small die of the month, I think, right?
I think that's what it was. I think that's what I saw on the website.
Yeah, I think it's a small one.
I love that one. But I already have so many Christmas things. I don't know if I need another one.
I mean,
Can you guys see my screen? Something's going wrong here.
yeah.
I can see you.
Okay. All right. Good. Good deal.
You can't see you?
Well, I got kicked out on my computer, so as long as my phone's still going, we're good to go.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're good.
All right. Good deal. Okay, I think I'm back in. Yep, I am. All right. I thought I'd go ahead and make a third one. This paper is just so pretty. I thought it'd be fun to mess with it. So.
Oh, how fun. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm probably not gonna finish my card, but I have it ready to decorate on there's a lot of inside decorating.
Oh, so that's the one. I'd forgotten which one you did. So you have a die for that?
Yes, so Made to Surprise by Sam Calcott. She's got 5x7 as a die and 6x6 as a die.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And-
cool.
Yeah.
I still haven't tried it. I wanted to try it and I just haven't taken the time.
It's not that hard. You don't really need a die for this because like I said, it's probably easier to hand cut. Well, faster, I would say, to hand cut the mats because there's only the one die that's that specific size and you need to use it 4 times. And I'm using like thin paper, so I was able to cut through like 2-3 layers. And that worked out okay, but if you're cutting thicker papers, it's a lot slower than I think, a lot slower than just cutting it by hand. With one of the mini paper trimmers that you might have. So some of us have plenty to choose from. So next month's MCA will return to regularly programmed MCA the last Saturday in November, and it will be led by Meg. And speaking of November, Crafty Fun is gonna start to die down for the year, so the November Crafty Funs, I'm taking 2 weeks off, like right around, I think the weekend before Thanksgiving and the weekend of Thanksgiving. And then I don't know how many people have been with me since for over a year, but I basically take all of December off of streaming. So I think my last stream might be December 1st for the Spellbinders Club kits. If it happens, it may not, but if it's gonna happen, that'll be my last. Unless something comes up and I feel so inclined, but at the moment, that's the plan. So just heads up, folks. 2 weeks
It's
off in
nice to have a
November.
break.
Yeah, and it's the holiday. I kind of feel like everybody should maybe disconnect a little bit and
Yep.
spend time with their whoever they want to spend time with. Oh, man, that's so sweet. I'm not sure I can handle that when it may show up on your doorstep unannounced. I mean, I think it's Don says I've taken too much. There's no such thing as taking too much time off. I mean, I really feel like it's so awesome to be so connected to this community, and Crafty Fun is definitely a favorite time of mine. I look forward to it every week, but I think for everybody's mental health, it is nice to just not be so connected sometimes and
Yeah.
focus on other things, maybe. Like clean my house a little bit. I don't know. Like all the other things that I neglect during the year.
Yeah. I don't mind cleaning my craft room though. Funny how I'll clean that all the time.
No, but the problem I have with that is that I'll clean something and I'll be like, oh yeah, this is a good spot for this, and then I'll like immediately
Ugh.
need it and can't remember where I put it.
Exactly. I do the same thing. Makes me crazy. I'm like, why did I do that? I knew exactly where it was. Now I can't find it. It's crazy.
The function of light is hilarious. She goes, disconnect my well-rounded fanny. I need crafting for sanity. I'm still gonna be crafting. I'm just not gonna be live streaming. And hi and welcome. Question: do you stream elsewhere? I mean, the reality is that I might do like some solo streams, and if I'm feeling really like there's a chance I might feel a little bit what's it? A little bit of what's it when you're addicted to something and and they cut you off of it?
Withdrawal.
Yeah, I might feel some live stream withdrawal, and so who knows? I might schedule some impromptu crafty funs, but if I'm up for it, I might do some solo streams. But usually Crafty Fun is I'll say Crafty Fun is always on my channel, and then my guests are allowed to kind of restream it to their channels. And then if I'm solo streaming, I stream to Instagram as well as to YouTube. So otherwise, that's it. I got a Zoom. Pam says I got a Zoom subscription so I could have more crafty times, and I'm looking for more friends for playdates. Aw, that's so awesome. Yeah, Zoom is expensive if you wanna, because I didn't realize it, but you have to pay if you want to go longer than an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, Shanna's done with 3.
Well, I went ahead and added another one because I thought I had time. So.
You did. I think it's probably good for us to wrap up. I'm not done, but I see like Yvette's done with 2. You've done 3. Susan's pretty much wrapped up her second one. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you all are like good
These were really
crafters.
quick.
Yeah, this was a fast
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
this one was
I'll
too.
throw some fun.
Yeah, Lamont. Yeah, you can use Zoom for free. Well, if you're the one hosting it, it's free, but just for an hour. And then if you want to like continue, you have to like end that session and then like get everybody to rejoin another session. If you plan to go longer than an hour, um, or you have to pay for it. But if you're the one who's like joining somebody else's, then it's still free for you. It's just for the person who wants to host. Um, and oh, thanks for helping with questions. Are there questions about? uh, yeah. What time? What time zone? Oh, that's for Pam. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's I guess this is a good time to start wrapping up since we're mostly done. So as a recap, Yvette's MCA that she chose to create today is episode 72. It was led by Sarah Liz, and it was a, well, I don't remember what she called it, but it's a gatefold with a locking mechanism. And so, Yvette, you want to tell us a little bit more about your cards, and then remind folks, I've got your channel on screen now, but remind them where they can find you, and if you've got stuff coming up that you'd like to promote, please do.
So I made 2 today, and I like you, Lynn. I can't remember what Sarah called it, but it is that gatefold with a locking mechanism. But I did, instead of doing the square as a diamond, I used her dies from her emergency card essential set 2, and it worked. I was able to just score it down the middle and I know, fold it and then just use the same direction she used for the square, but it still worked to fold it. And I used some of the ephemera.
It's cute.
Not too shabby. And then, you know how sometimes we have those
Oh my
papers with a big
gosh.
stain in the middle?
It's
Yeah.
I
adorable.
put it on the inside.
That is so
And
That's
this is one of her Sarah's sentiments from it was a limited edition or special what is it? Exclusive. An exclusive
Did
kit
you
if you bought her dies.
fussy cut that?
I did.
Oh goodness.
So that's
So-
the first one.
that's
and
so
then
much
the second
work.
one, it wasn't that much. It was small. Here I did add a little bit of glossy accents and some real fine glitter. Kind of, if you can tell.
Look at that. Oh, that's pretty.
On the pom pom and the brim of the little bear's hat. And again, I used another paper with that big stain on it.
Wow. Wait, the paper looks like that?
Yeah, let me see if I,
Was it a 12 by 12?
no, it's not too shabby.
Oh, that's from Not Too Shabby?
Yeah.
Wait, why don't I have that? Wait, what's,
I don't know.
wait, is that
might
from
have
this
been-
year?
No, it was last year.
Oh. Still doesn't explain why I don't have it, but okay.
No, that was the last one I had of that one. But it was a full 6x6, so I trimmed it down. Oh, sorry, and used that. And then this one, that full scene was from. This was Christmas Critters, and this one was Winter Friends. So
Oh,
that one I
pretty.
do have that big scene. See, there was 2. I was torn between using this one or the one that I actually used. But yeah, it's 6x6 papers. Super easy. Super easy. So anyway, these are the 2 I did today. And as I mentioned earlier, you can find me on the socials as Yvette Olea Creates. I'm doing a live stream on my channel every week, Tuesday 1 p.m. Pacific. Now, that time may change because of my whole Wi-Fi situation and everybody working from home and using all my Wi-Fi up. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Using all my Wi-Fi up.
It's my Wi-Fi, my favorite.
Yvette, real quick, can you answer for Judy what die set you used again?
Yes, it's at. You can get it at
Trinity.
come on, Yvette. Trinity, yeah, Trinity Stamps, and it's the Emergency Card Essentials die set number 2. So Sarah Liz of Sassy's LLC developed these for Trinity. She has 2. Let me bring out the other one. And you can use them with her emergency card printables that are free. I'm sorry, it's light that are free. And I'm really liking these too. They're another die set that I'm adding to my stash of essential dies.
So fabulous. Love both of your cards.
Thank
And
you.
just as a quick reminder, so Yvette and Susan both made MCA from episode 72, led by Sarah Liz. And there's the link to it. You might have to scroll back up and chat to find it. And Yvette's channel is there on screen now. So do pop on over at some point and check out her channel, check out her videos. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. She goes live every week on Tuesdays. I guess internet bandwidth dependent, because apparently there are people in her household who are hogging up the internets.
They are.
Okay. So fabulous. Love your cards. They're beautiful. So I guess those are going for towards next year's 500 cards.
Yes, these are for next year.
All right. So
Started
then
my pile.
yeah. So to see some more versions of that same card style, here's Susan's. Susan, can we get a close-up of your cards? Let us know what you used, and then remind folks where to find you on the socials. And if you have something coming up that you could tell us about, please do share.
Okay, so I used the Mente paper and the die cuts for this one, and I can't remember what the name of this one is. The Mente. Let me take. Don't think it tells on the back. I've lost the cover, so I'm not sure what it is. But I used I just used one of the die cuts for it, and then then I just added. I think that's an Altenew stamp, and then I just added another die cut inside. And then for this one, this is, and that's why I was trying to adjust this. The first one I put on was crooked. The sentiment was, but this is from Stamps of Life. The little gingerbread girl is, and then I think this is cat scrappiness paper, and then the stamp is from Stamps of Life as well. And I haven't done anything to the inside. Yes, the little girl.
Oh my gosh!
So that was just. So it's a stamp set, and then they have the die set as well to cut it out. But yeah, I colored her in. I had these colored ahead because that's what I'm adding to my the KCC 16 cards that I was doing. And so I just already had that color tonight, so I just added it. And then I've got the little candies on there. And so you can find me at Making Crafts on YouTube, or at Making Crafts Studio on Instagram and Facebook. And really, I don't have anything coming up. I'm just going to be on my channel doing some Christmas crafting, but I take it kind of a little slower and easier this time of year.
Yeah. So fabulous. Well, everybody do pop on over to Susan's channel on YouTube or follow her on Instagram. And I love both of your cards. So
thank you.
They're like stylistically, they're so different from one another.
Yes.
But it just goes to show that fun folds and the mechanism and stuff, it works beautifully whatever style you're going for.
And I love different styles. I like this, but then I like the little cutesy too. So I just do them all.
Yeah, that's awesome. Lamont, yeah, so I will be starting back up in January. Probably not January 1st, because usually the first of the month I'll do the Spellbinders clubs, but I don't know that I'll be streaming on the first of the month on New Year's Day, but we'll see. So then last but certainly not least, Shanna. Oh my gosh, look at your beautiful cards.
Yeah,
If you
I
can
think they
put
turned
this,
out really nice. So
yeah.
this one was the one that I actually had glimmered, and I think it's just beautiful. I loved it.
Yes.
So I went ahead and fussy cut out the bird, and I just trimmed this one down to layer up on this panel, and then there was a cinnamon in there that had the gold foil on it, and I thought it looked really pretty. And then this is just some like leaves and butterfly paper on kind of a cardstock color, and I think it turned out really pretty. And then this one was one that I had the scraps from with the trees in the background, and I used kind of that paint splotches pattern as well for the back because I thought it blended nicely with the colors that were in here. And then I just brought in the fox and the owl and added it because I thought it looked like an outdoor, good outdoor scene card, and it would be a good opportunity to use this one. And then since I had a little bit more time, I went ahead and brought in this kind of burgundy gold foiled paper, and then some more of that, I don't know, leafy pattern, and then brought in this die cut piece. Now I thought I was just going to use all of the die cuts on it, but then since I had the better press plate, I went ahead and foiled it, and I'm really glad I did that because I think this one turned out really, really pretty.
It's
I
very
like it.
pretty.
And I did go ahead and I started out glimmering on this Dune cardstock, and then I decided that I wanted to move to the what did I say that was called? I can't remember.
Indigo.
It's gorgeous.
Indigo, yes, indigo, and so that it would match my card base, and I think it looked really pretty. So that's what I used. I had used the Wonder or the Woodland Tells 12 by 12 paper, and I used the Woodland Tells Impressions Better Press, and it actually has this really cool bark. I didn't use it. You have the bark, some leaves, and also some sentiments, little things make big moments, each day's a gift, and there's beauty in new beginnings. But I used the bird and then the leaf, and I thought it turned out really pretty. So that's what I made, and these were super fun. I'm glad and I had some fun just kind of, like I said, I was binge watching and looking at a lot of them that maybe I had not caught before, and that was fun. So there's lots of fun stuff out there. So if you guys are looking for some inspiration and you haven't seen them all, go back and look at some of the older ones. So that's what I made. I am going live on Sunday nights. Tomorrow night I'll be live. I generally follow Jay anytime, after him, usually 8:15 or earlier if I can get started a little bit earlier because I know it is late for some people. But so I'll be live tomorrow night, and then I generally release a video every day at 10 a.m. And then if I'm lucky and I have some free time, I do some shorts too. I have a lot of fun with shorts, so we'll see what happens. But and you can find me also. I'm at Shanna Makes It on YouTube, and on Instagram, I'm at Shanna_makes_it on Instagram. And I am on TikTok, but I don't do much on there. I do some, but anyway, but mostly YouTube and Instagram.
So fabulous. I love all three versions, and I like that you put the thing, like the focal thing, in like all three, like far left, middle, and far right.
Yeah, I thought I'd give it a shot.
Yeah. Just goes to show, it looks good wherever you put it. So I love that. So folks, do pop on over to Shanna's. I mean, every day you go there, there'll be a new video. So
Yeah.
pop on over.
If you like that kind of thing,
Check out her channel, watch some videos. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button for her. And she's live streaming tomorrow, so check her out if you're looking for some fun, crafty live streams on a Sunday evening, which is a great way to unwind before you start off the work week. So
absolutely,
do check her out. And I crafted with that, which is my world card making day. It's a hidden message card. I for today's episode, just use the dies that are by Sam Calcott, who is Made to Surprise. And so my card's not done. I mean, I could do this and it
Super
feels
fun.
a little bit more done. It's done from the outside. Okay, so coming up, Gaz is in the live chat, so I do want folks to know that my Easy Holiday Crafting Masterclass series is gonna get wrapped up tomorrow with Gaz's class, and his class is free. So if you want to join us tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time, hit that link there that I just popped into the chat, register. It's free until the end of tomorrow, folks. So come Monday, it's not going to be free anymore. And nor will Meg's class. Meg's class is Easy Creative Play, which kicked off the masterclass series. And at the moment, that's still free, and you can go back and watch that as well. It was recorded live. And the mystery box that we've been selling with the, we've been throwing in the all access pass to all 7 Easy Holiday Crafting Masterclasses. That mystery box is still available. I think there's less than 10 boxes left. And so if you want to get it with all 7 master classes, you need to do that before Monday as well. After Monday, if there's still boxes left, it'll be available. It just won't include all of the classes because I've got another masterclass series coming up, and that one will be held next February. But it's already live and open if anyone wants to register. That one is Masculine Makes, and there are 5 classes in that series. So lots of stuff coming to my website. Meg is working on a whole host of more Coloring with Meg classes, and so lots and lots of classes will be hitting my website in the form of both masterclasses and Coloring with Meg, and some will be paid and some will be free, so I'll try to do a mix of both. I've actually been giving away a lot of free passes lately, so for folks who know and redeemed it, you already know. There's my card close up done, and I'm not done. There's so much to decorate on these hidden message cards, and plus you can still do like this version as well, and then decorate that also, which I'm not gonna do.
So fun.
Maybe I'll do it and I'll just pretend it's 2 cards when I share it. All right, so thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. It's been a wonderful look back at some of these past MCAs, and I do have a full playlist if you ever want to go back and check out some of these older MCAs. They're lots of fun. It brings back good memories to see you all craft them, so I really enjoyed that. And I hope I see some of you tomorrow morning for Gaz's wrap up for Easy Holiday Crafting. Thanks everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Well, that was